I have my fair share of abusement so far, so I'll go and take the rest.
No mahau everyone, welcome to the home of Silverdale Rugby. Once again, we're here for another National Cup for the Under-85s conference. This is round 3 here at Silverdale War Memorial Park. My name's Tom Anderson. Got a special guest on the commentary with me today, Mr. Ali Cargo. Ali, how are you going today?
Yeah, not too bad. Welcome everyone online. I hear there's a few coming in from the south, and there's even a few international viewers I hear.
Actually, leave us a comment if you are watching around the world, around the country. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Bit cloudy out here at Silverdale today. A little bit of a southerly breeze coming through, but looking forward to some good running rugby. Silverdale now coming out.
Here come the boys. Zach Craigie up front.
Led up by Captain Zach Craig. That's Silverdale come out on us, read the team list. In the box this morning, we got Ethan Coleman and James Wilcott with Cameron Dooley packing down in the middle. Locks today, we got Elliot Jellis and Captain Zach Craig, number 5. Lucy's today, Callum Malloyd, Callum Lockie and Trent Stevenson. Max Marshall at halfback, pairing with Brandon Griffiths at first 5. On the wings today, Nick Francis and Brandon Pearson. In the midfield combo, we got James Wright and Calvin Varian at the back, Toby Snellgrove. Now, Ali, this is pretty electric backline. What do you have to say?
Yeah, here's some news. I was down in the locker room with the boys, and Toby's actually pulled up with a knee injury. So there's a bit of a reshuffle in the back line. I think Max Marshall back to 15 and Matt come on at 9. So just a bit of intel there.
Oh, well done, Ali. Looks like Silverdale going to start us off. And just confirming, Ali is correct. Max Marshall at the back.
You're in the lock side. Josh.
No team list out for Auckland Uni today, so we'll just have to go by numbers. Max Marshall kicks off. Taken by Auckland Uni. Nick Francis makes the tackle. Auckland Uni now coming forward on about their own 40. Looking to clear now from their halfback. Do so. Max Marshall waits. Taken by Max Marshall. Breaks the first. Silverdale now on the Auckland Uni 40. It can build here. Here's Matt Gimmel. Callum Malloyd takes carry. Matt Gimmel waits once more. Here's Brandon Griffiths. Out the back to James Wright. Good tackle and a good tackle there. Picks it up and regathers. Matt Gimmel waits once more. Here is Zach Craig. Tucks it under the arm. Of course, Zach Craig captaining in Brad Martin's absence today. That one's build. Picked up by Brandon Griffiths. Off to Calvin Vari. Here's Callum Malloyd. New face in the team this week. Here's Brandon Griffiths once more. Carries this time. Little half break. Can't get through though. Stolen by Auckland Uni. They get the turnover.
Off the foot!
Rewarded for their good defense so far. Brandon Griffiths looking to be gingerly getting up off the deck there. Auckland Uni kick once more. Straight down the middle of the field. Bounces. Beats Brandon Pearson to start. He looks to clear now. Touch. And that'll go out on about the 40.
Long
big passages, what do you think, Ellie?
Long passage of play there. Slugs coming up very fast on defence. Looking good, looking good. Bit of running footy, mate.
Yeah, I like to see the teams get the ball in hand so far to start. I think it'll be a tense first 5 as the teams sort of work each other out. See how they're going to play. Brandon Griffiths just gets a bit of attention.
We've got someone down here.
Just looking like that taped up knee, giving him a bit of trouble on the landing after that first carry.
I was just walking around the club to try and get a vibe of what it's like today, and I saw Razor Robinson down here, mate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a couple of hours before the big All Blacks test. Yeah, he's a couple of hours before the big All Blacks test. I think he's having a look at a few of these 85 players to see if they can step up for the ABs. Eh?
I'm sure he was taking some notes from Tane Solomon. He's getting a few coaching notes for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this isn't a good look.
Yeah.
Zach Griffiths, is it?
Brandon Griffiths making his way to the sideline. Knee really giving him some trouble so far. So Looks like it could be an early change. This is Jacob Curran by the looks coming on.
Let's take a step, boys. Take a step.
It is Jacob Curran who will go to the back. Max Marshall to 10, so the backline reshuffles once again.
Yeah.
Well taken in the line out. Trent Stevenson wants a carry. Max Marshall looks to clear here. Does clear. Ball was out. Auckland Uni onside there. Now they can counter-attack. Well taken by Brandon Pearson. Looking to get the strip. Can't do so.
No hands, green.
Auckland Uni now look to build through their forwards. Good strong carry to start. Bumps off Trent Stevenson. You don't see that often, Ellie.
Inside.
And again, they look to clear. Jacob Curran waits. First carry for him. Electric backline player. Sits
he's
off.
quick, he's
Down
away.
the sideline. Throw the back inside. Drop by Calvin Barry. Unlucky there.
Knock on.
That's the kind of thing. So
Looks
you go.
like he's got electric feet at 15. Has he come down from the 21s, has he?
He has indeed. He played 1 or 2 for the Prems this year before settling in for the 21s. Yeah, this backline, it's absolutely electric. It's probably Silverdale's strongest asset. It's just
That midfield of Jimmy Neutron right and I call him Calvin Klein Barley. Some say he was actually a model for Calvin Klein, so we'll see how he goes. Actually, very strong running.
he'd be the first to tell you, vice captain of the Prems this year. He seems to tell everyone he meets that one.
Sit.
So we're going to scrum here on Silverdale 40.
Yeah, use it.
Fairly solid start. The 1-2 cut. Don't see that often these days. Auckland Uni look to build through the forwards once more. Silverdale meet them that time. Again, Silverdale putting some big shots on.
Play it. Let's go. He's on.
Calvary shoots up, can't get the intercept. That one straight in a touch from the number 15 from Auckland Uni. Good bit of defense there. What do you think, Ellie?
Dead.
Silverdale line out, 40 out. Wilcox with the throw.
It's been pretty solid line out all season. Hopefully I don't commentators curse him with that one right now.
A lot of movement in that line.
Oh, you should just not say anything, eh? As Auckland Uni break with the number 5. Taken though by captain Zach Craig. Breaks the first. Breaks the second. And the third. Still going Zach Craig. Good strong carry by the captain there. Now here's Max Marshall. Out the back to James Wright. Here's Jacob Curran once more. Electric feet. Just ankle tapped as he goes through the half gap. Auckland Uni just coming up a little bit early there.
Yeah, that was a bit outside. Don't know what he's doing really. How long are we in? 5 or 10 minutes, and it's been played between the two 22s.
Yeah, no one's had any period of dominance really so far.
Big raking kick down the left touch line. 30 out, here we go. Silverdale attacking line out.
Chance for them to build here. See what their backline can do.
Looks like we've got a pod off the line out here. The Copper Cowboy there, first receiver. We've got Max Marshall out the back. Let's have a look what's going on.
Of course, the Cop Cowboy, Trent Stevenson, he loves a carry. Gets it off a sort of stepping start there.
It's given to Marshall. Short ball to Jimmy. Neutron into contact.
Here's Callum Malloyd. Taking in a strong tackle there. Loud contingent on the Auckland Uni bench, really trying to G their boys up here. So we're just trying to set something up here. Here's Cam Dooley, pocket rocket.
I tell you what, Tom, that's defense from both sides.
Not really many missed tackles so far, it's been pretty good. That one's spilled but picked up well. Jimmy Wright for pick and go there.
And we've got a pod set out the back.
Thanks, Marshall. Good bit of footwork there. Defense really holding so far. Here's the advantage from Silverdale. Can they throw it around a bit now? Big wide ball from Calvin Ray. Here's Brandon Pearson.
the screen.
Still just playing, really not making much inroads here. Here's Malloyd. Great, strong carry.
You guys have got the marker.
Karen to James Wright. Going backwards now.
Ball is in. Yeah.
Gibble with a little cross box kick for Calvin Murray. We'll go back for the penalty.
Back here. Nice, Calvin. Under no advantage. Blue not rolling. Last point.
Windet, Silverdale's back to you. Oh, yep, they're pointed to the post.
Pretty safe option here. Get the scoreboard pressure going early. Now, as they set up for the kick, Ali, I want to pick your brains a little bit here. We're here, sitting here on the Silverdale #1 deck, which pretty much stretches the length of the field. Probably one of the best places in the Union to watch rugby. But I'd love to know whether you think there's anywhere in North Harbour which might be the worst place to watch rugby out there.
Worst place to watch rugby in North Harbour, out of the North Harbour clubs.
Yeah. Because, you know, we are a little bit
I
biased here, but I think Silverdale's the
think North
best.
Shore, to be fair. You know, it's quite cold. There's not a lot of sun that gets in on that field. It's
on that
quite a
Vauxhall
boggy.
Road. So you see that one sliced a little bit by Marshall, goes underneath the posts. We'll have a 22. We'll come back to that chat momentarily.
Yeah, I think North Shore, if I had to pick out any club. Cold, wet, not much
I do have
sun.
the redeeming factor of the grandstand, but the club room is just so far away from the field, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure it's behind you.
Stay behind him, James.
Big kick. Zach Craigie, I think he's going to go one way, this man. And that's straightforward. Oh, see you later, Bulfa! Bulfa, they say.
Here's James Wright. Off to his midfield partner, Calvin Murray.
Nice hands.
Lovely tip on there.
Oh, beautiful
Pearson
play.
sits off. Taken out after the kick by Jacob Curran chasing. Steps up front, Jacob chasing. Jacob Curran picks up and scores. Number 22.
That's unlucky, boys.
Jacob Curran. I believe only 18 years old as well, the young fella. Let's get that on the replay. I've got to say, I've got to give the props there to the forwards, some quick little tip-ons. Brandon Pearson, that lovely little kick through, and excellently finished by Jacob Curran. He's now going to convert his own try.
Right up. Sweet. Yeah, no, that's better. That line's me.
Not a bad way to start. Under the post.
Yeah, well,
5 to about to be 7, I think.
from going from a missed penalty to hopeful 7 points, one of those ones you can't complain about for sure. Jacob Curran looking to kick his own try. No issues there. Silverdale leads 7-0. The sun's starting to come out now. See if that affects anything. But track is looking beautiful.
Sunscreen there, Tommy.
Yeah, well, not actually, Ali. I could be very red by the end of the day. We shall see. Truly awful genes to be able to get sunburn in the winter, but it does happen on occasion. Now can the Slugs, Auckland Uni Slugs, can they kick back? Score some points of their own here. Of course, the Slugs did beat Takapuna last week convincingly, which was the finalist in the North Harbour comp with Silverdale. Zach Craig once more picking up that captain's duty of just carrying hard like Brad Martin does for Silverdale quite often.
The old spiral nudge.
Well taken at the back there. What can Auckland Uni do? A little chip kick over the top. Calvin Murray spilled backwards on Silverdale's side. Marshall tries to clear again. Found a bit of space. Bound to be interesting here. Goes back in field. Getting a bit of trouble for the fullback at the back there. Can't get away from Nick Francis. And the penalty comes for Silverdale. Textbook counter-attacking, Ellie, what do you reckon?
Not releasing.
Ellie just stonewalling me in the commentary booth here.
Sorry, mate.
Out there.
What are they going for here? Oh, a little tap play.
Interesting.
Zach Craigie out the front, out the back. Trent Stevenson, Jimmy Neutron into contact. Offload. Marshall. Oh, he's found the. Oh, Bari.
Well picked up by Calvin Barry. Breaks the first. Now what can Silverdale do? Here's the captain Craig. They're looking to build through the forwards once more. They go back to the blind side. Calvin Barry on the short ball. They go to the blind side again. Back in with a little dart. Not sure that was the option. Here's Malloyd. Taking well there. JC.
Get there.
What great offload there. Forward though.
Structure looking very well from Silverdale.
Yeah, just looking very patient with the ball, not trying to throw it around too much. You see the other Brandon in the team, Brandon Pearson, now down in back play. Some sort of ankle or knee issue by the looks.
Yeah, come on boys, a bit quiet, eh?
There's a pretty big wind at the back of Silverdale.
Yeah.
Do you want to put a point on it? How many points do you reckon the wind's worth?
Oh, interesting question, Ali. I don't know. I'm going to say that's a 10-point lead.
Yeah, I was very close there. I was going to say 9.
It's going to be interesting to see whether Silverdale can build up enough of a lead with that wind to make a difference. It's also interesting to see that Auckland Uni kicking a lot with the wind going into their faces. You'd expect them to run it a little bit more, but they do trust their kickers. Of course, there is the question of whether that is a good option with the electric backs that they've got. Brandon Pearson, Nick Francis, Jacob Curran. Don't know if you'd be wanting to kick those backs.
Come on, boys, let's go.
Bit of strapping around the ankle. But imagine water in his back and his feet, mate.
They'll breed him tough on the coast, mate, as you know.
They breed him tough on the coast, as you know.
Auckland Uni now with the scrum in their own 22.
Bind! We're going left, boys, we're going left. Sit!
Good push initially by Silverdale, but it's stable. They look to carry. Out wide now. And kick once more. Well picked up by Jacob Curran.
That's a great clear out.
James right. Just too late though.
That second one, pulled it back down.
Scrum or? Wait, should we scrum? We're not going to get any meters there.
Penalty Slugs on about their 10-metre line.
Interesting call. He did just pick up over the ref mic that they're saying not going to get any meters off the kick there. Clearly not trusting their own kickers, but you know, they do have a lot of that wide Silverdale #1 field to play with here in the middle of the field.
Yeah, forwards, in ball.
As we pack down yet another scrum.
How much do you know about the front row here? Scrummaging. Just scrummaging.
Scrummaging in general, mate, as you well know. Played my entire footy career in the backs, as have you, I'm assuming. So my interpretation is that if it goes down, the ref just picks aside and puts his arm up. Do you know much about the front row?
I don't really pay too much attention to the top five, to be honest with you. There's an offload.
As we see,
Slides upfield. Ref scored a ball.
forward pass.
Mate, that was not late.
One of the Silverdale forwards, one of the Lucy's, just put an absolute shot on the Slugs halfback. There's complaints of the late refs having absolutely none of it.
Off to another scrum.
How many scrums do you reckon we're going to get, Ali, today? We're on number 4 so far.
Yeah, plus or minus 20. I reckon.
Yeah, it's probably a good call. It's not wet out there at all, but there have been a few handling errors so far.
Fine.
Looking at the ball they're using, doesn't look like it's the grippiest one out there. So we're not going backwards on that scrum. Picked up by Trent Stevenson. Breaks a couple. That one is spilled. But they retain it. Matt Gemmell over the top once more. Looking for Brandon Pearson. Who picks it up? Brandon Pearson, one to beat. Great tackle in the corner there. Offloaded to James Wright. Bet if he doesn't have that tape on the ankle, he makes that, Ali. Here's Trent Stevenson. Silverdale just setting up once again. Patient on attack. Here's the captain, Zach Craig. Looking for the offload, but no one's here. Matt Gemmell out to Max Marshall. Here's Jacob Curran. A little bit of footwork. Off to Nick Francis down the wing. And he's taken out. Good bit of defense on the scramble there. But it's been all Silverdale in the last 5 or so.
Keep working, boys. Keep working.
As the Slugs leave a line out on their own 5-metre line.
41.
What's that numbers, Blue? 5. 4.
How will the Slugs look to exit here in the face of this pretty strong wind at the back of Silverdale's, coming left to right on your screen at home? They go to the back.
No, use it!
Good carry there from, not sure which number, but one of the forwards.
Yeah, play offside there, early.
And the ref's taking an offside there. A little bit of a let off there for the Slugs as that pressure just eases slightly.
Chase line.
This one goes out about 30 metres from the Slugs' own goal line.
Happy with the New Zealand? Sorry.
Looks like they're going to set up off this line now.
Both teams utilising those forward carries pretty early so far.
Yeah, we got a
That
ball.
one's taken, and the maul is set.
No, let's go.
Good bit of drive coming on here from the Slugs. They now break. They look to go out wide.
Space out wide here.
That one is spilled. Good bit of footwork. Brandon Pearson meets him though. Can he roll out of the way? Well done by Brandon Pearson there. Slugs look to set again.
No, entry. Yep.
Wilcox tries to get over the ball. Ref tells him no. Back to the blind side. There's numbers here if they can find him. Great flying up by Jimmy Wright.
Leave. Come left. Get tackled.
Now the Slugs look to go wide. Taken just before the halfway line. Both teams' defence holding pretty well so far. It's going to be a tight contest. They go back to the blind side. Silverdale's discipline holding. Just waiting for the moment to look for that steal. Slugs go wide once more, out the back here. Now there's numbers.
Advantage. 6 green late.
So we have advantage for a late hit. That's Callum Malloyd, that one. Jimmy Neutron right. Making a good hit. And again, Callum Malloyd on the hit.
No, it was before.
As we go back for the late hit. Callum Malloy putting a great shot on there.
Zach, just be careful. It's two for him, right? It's a relatively high and a late tackle. You clean it up, the next one's escalating. Here, we'll just I'll go back with me, we'll just give him that.
I'm just looking up and down the deck, it's actually fully packed here.
Yeah, though. 85 is a popular grade down at the Dale. Very successful grade, as it has been for a number of years. It's good to see the club absolutely packed. You'll see on the far sideline as well. Good contingent of supporters. Always love to see grassroots footy packed out.
Just giving you guys a heads up.
As we just have this break and play, Ali, what are we predicting? Rugby Championship kicks off tonight. Got the Wallabies and the Springboks this afternoon, I believe. Early kickoff. And then the All Blacks RGs later on. Who are you picking winners for the first two games?
I think South Africa will be too strong for the Aussies. And here's one for you. I think the RGs might get up.
Wow, that's a big call.
The RGs might get up, you know?
Let us know in the comments if you agree with Ali. I can see the logic.
That's one off the side of the boot there, Tommy. Sorry to step in there.
No,
you side of the boot. Haven't seen that before.
Doesn't happen often. I can see the logic you're going with, Ali, there. You know, the All Blacks haven't won in Wellington since 2018. It's not sold out. Still 10,000 tickets to go, so it could be a bit of a damp scrum down there and a bit of a hard atmosphere.
Do we take a look at hosting rugby matches in Wellington if they can't sell out in All Blacks?
I know, mate. I know. It's a bit of a shocker.
City. Must just be the city.
They're all too busy to pop it, mate. As we see, the Bombers, the Slugs, standing off. They're now on the Silverdale 22. That one is through in the tackle. We'll just come back for a scrum.
Tackle, boys.
That is scrum number 5. As we're on our way to Ali's 20 was the call. I see your logic there, Ali, and it's hard to pick with the RGs. They got a new coach, and they won and lost against a French B team, so it's hard to know whether that really indicates a whole lot. So I think today will be a pretty good test for them. Yeah, I can agree with that. Very inexperienced lock and combination, but I love to see Sam Gay there as a Blues supporter. I think he deserves to be there. I definitely have to agree with you that I think South Africa will put the Wallabies to the sword tonight. They looked very unconvincing against a poor Wales team. As we reset the scrum.
Here we go.
I think he's going to go on the inside ball, or potentially out the back. Little overs unders, classic. Scrum packs. Let's see what they do. Going backwards slightly. Goes straight to the 12. Who goes himself? Gets the offload away to the blindside winger. They go back to the blindside where the forwards are waiting. First real bit of pressure on the Silverdale defense for the 22 here.
He's tracked.
Halfback's waiting.
Get up.
Good meters being made by the forwards. So they set. Got another advantage here for offside. 10 puts it through. There's space there if he can regather. Can't do so though. It's cleaned up. We'll come back to the penalty. Discipline a bit of an issue so far. The offside's coming through for Silverdale. It's getting a bit eager. Yeah, keep it tight.
They're making a lot of meters off their one-off running, pod running. Look like a few strong carriers in there. Number 8 from the Slugs, I believe.
That could be the game plan for them today. Really muscle it up through the forwards. Of course, these two teams do not play in the same comp, so we haven't seen what the Slugs are like, although I do know that they are traditionally a pretty strong team in that Auckland competition. As we see the old fan favourite, the player lying down to hold the ball still, although he's told to leave it. Don't think it's quite windy enough for that kind of chat. Knocked over by the number 10 for the Slugs. Score is now 7-3. Silverdale still lead.
Yeah. Tackle, that was that first. Yeah.
Yes, how can Silverdale respond now?
Alright. The timing was
That's a bit of
pretty
pressure. A bit of a let off for some easy penalties, really. Max Marshall.
Good kick!
Yeah, unlucky, makes the tackle.
Outside!
Box kick there. Marston High. That one is outside the 22, so we'll go back for out on the full. The pressure goes straight back onto the Slugs here.
Yeah.
Wilcock throws. Here's Callum Lloyd. Tucks under his arm and runs. Here's Matt Gimmel. Out to Jimmy right. Here's Max Marshall at the back. Off to Brandon Pearson out wide. Brandon Pearson one to beat. Steps inside. Well tackled there. Silverdale now playing with advantage, not rolling. Here is Malloyd once again. Out the back to James Wright. Trent Stevenson on the short ball. There's Zach Craig. That one is spilled.
Got a knock on there. Coming back over here for not rolling.
Silverdale will have the penalty there, not rolling. What do you think they go for here, Ali?
You just put it out for touch and a big drive, I think.
Yeah.
You have to agree with that one. Scrum's been not dominant for either team. They have called a scrum.
A lot of the battle between Jimmy Neutron and the Klein model, Calvin Klein.
I have to imagine that you're calling James Jimmy Neutron because he inspires the young minds of tomorrow at his teaching posts. Very brainy man, of course. And Calvin Klein, of course, speaks for itself. Beautiful man.
Oh, now!
They do go to the backs. James Wright on the carry. Little half gap. Good carry by James Wright. Now Gimmel goes. That one is spilled off the inside ball.
Oh, yeah, we'll take it. Come back here.
That one a bit rushed, so we'll go for the scrum. About 5 metres out. Classic rugby cliche coming out there. Get outside of jail.
You're always under pressure. Yeah.
Yeah, defensive scrum.
I'm sure you guys are big enough
You need to be strong.
make your own mark in this.
Let's go, fellas.
You have to think they'll go to the 12 here, set up a bit of midfield positioning before going for the clearance. Although the 10 is stacked to the blind side. Scrum sets. Guns going nowhere.
Six out of it.
That one goes out about on the 22. Slightly further.
Yeah, just keep that binder.
Silverdale will build once more. As we see on the scoreboard, you might be able to tell on the far side, it's 7-2. Don't know how we quite get that score.
Gimmel to Jimmy, short ball to Calvin and he's dropped it. He was through untouched there, one-on-one with the fullback.
I think he just saw the space open up for him, took his eyes off the ball for a second there.
We'll come back. Knock on.
Handling errors costing a few opportunities for Silverdale so far.
I got about 12.
12 minutes to go. 7-3. To be fair, Silverdale's had all the attack, all the territory. It's been played down here.
Apart from that one period about 5 or so minutes ago where Slugs came away with the penalty, it has been all Silverdale on the territory stats so far.
Let's have a look at these props closest to me. I'll let you know what I'm seeing. Yeah, it's good contest. I think Slugs is just boring in a bit there. Well, what do you reckon?
Actually there, Ali. They go wide. That one is the deck, but it's picked up by the fullback. Calvin Kleinvari makes the tackle. It's the Slugs on their own 30. Try to build out. Go back to the blind side. Calvin makes the tackle once more.
You had your opportunity.
Silverdale trying to get the steal, can't do so. And like a ex-girlfriend, the ref says you had your opportunity. Slugs building, they're now on the 40. And then
Who was it?
do get the turnover. The referee decides he will take them back. We've changed.
Was that Jimmy Neutron over the ball there, was it?
It was. The back's getting the steal there.
Yeah.
Now the wind of the back, Jacob Curran's coming forward to claim the ball. You'd have to think he's going to opt for the points here. See what Captain Zach Craig thinks. They have gone to the tee.
Yeah, look, we've got pretty good results so far, so I'm not too concerned, but... No, that's all right.
Yeah, Slugs are trying to keep the ball tight, I think, going into the swing. They're just running that piston setup, really. Back forth, back forth.
Yeah, we do see them going back and forth over the blind side.
Mate, that's not going to get you through the big green wall, is it?
Definitely not. It's holding so far.
Yeah, exactly. Got to play running rugby to beat Silverdale, mate. Jacob lining it up, couple of deep breaths. In he comes. Good.
Got the legs. Push though to the left, that one. That will be interesting considering they do have the wind. Score remains 7-3. If you are enjoying today's coverage, make sure you leave us a comment on the Silverdale stream on YouTube. Make sure you share, comment, like, all that good stuff.
Oh, the old fake.
No one falls for it. Sure he feels great after that one. Slugs with the drop kick on their own 22. They go low and long. Matt Gemmell though, here we go.
Here we go, Emma! See you later.
Trent Stevenson off the back fence. Not many better sights than that. Zach Craig with the dummy. It's James Wright again in the cleanouts. He just loves to get in those rucks. Here's Max Marshall off the Calvin Vari. Breaks the first. Good carry by Calvin Vari. Silverdale now just on 35 metres out. That's Callum Lockie that time, driven backwards in the tackle. Here's Nick Francis getting himself involved off the left wing. Hasn't had much chance to inject himself just yet. Callum Lockie, James Wright, Zach Craig.
Backwards.
Throws it over the back. Here's Jacob Curran with those dancing feet once more. Puts it over the top. This one will be interesting. Taken by the number 5, who now steps off. Breaks couple. Well tackled there though. Yeah, it's Trent Stevenson who made that one. Silverdale once again get the turnover.
He was straight onto that ball.
And the Silverdale faithful showing their appreciation for that one. Their defense is really just holding so far. Looking forward to hearing Trent Stevenson throw out a few nowheres, but later on, surely.
Big raking kick down the left-hand side touch.
Yeah, well kick there by Max Marshall. Gets Silverdale inside the 22.
And again, we put on the pressure.
Need points though, Ali. I don't know if I'd be comfortable facing that win with only a 4-point lead.
Ref blowing it up. So we got the Lucy out here off the line out. I think we're looking at Max Marshall here. I think it might actually go at the back.
Yeah,
let's have a look.
Let's have a look. With him.
Nah, straight up the guts.
Breaks the first and the second. Max Marshall now. Backs up a little bit of play. Here's Nick Francis straight.
That is a beautiful try.
Training ground moves just comes off for Nick Francis.
Untouched. That's Silverdale rugby right there for you.
Coach Tane Solomon will be happy with that one to see those moves come off. And he just goes through untouched. Yes. Looked at both the midfielders coming in on the short options, and there just tucked it back on the inside for Nick Francis, who basically went through without any issue. Silverdale now 12-3 up over the Slugs. Jacob Curran, another fairly simple one.
Well, we've got a break in play. I just want to welcome all the international viewers.
International viewers?
Yeah, I've actually heard from a little birdie they're showing this at the Olympic Village.
Really?
There's a bit of a link.
Simone Biles,
yeah.
Just shout out to you.
Yeah, LeBron James I think's there also. There we go, Jacob.
Jacob Curran, well kicked over. Silverdale now lead 14-3. If you are watching at the Olympic Village, let us know how those cardboard beds are going.
4 to go, 14-3.
What has been your pick of the Olympics so far, Ali? Hard to go past the women's sevens or the K4 and the kayaks. Lisa Carrington, our most decorated Olympian, getting another one. What's been your pick?
I think the Butch. The big Butch.
Yeah, that was a surprise, mate. I have to agree with that as well. Came out of nowhere, really, and yeah, he really just pulled it through.
Backwards and we're away.
Now making a break through Malloy. Takes the contact well. And the Slugs are straight over the ball and do get the penalty.
Nah, he's got up, dog.
That was good.
Let's not fucking honey. Yeah.
I'd have to say, for me, Ali, they've got to be the speed climbing. I don't know if you've watched any of that, but just seeing those guys scale like 5 or 15 meters up wall in about 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Pretty impressive.
Do they get like a practice run on the wall, you think?
Yeah, I got it right.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's not straight up and down. It's you're going backwards on an angle about 5 degrees. It's pretty tough.
Yeah.
This one goes over the back. The Bombers, Slugs do regather though. Ali is just pulling up the comments, so if you are watching, leave him a comment. We'll, if any Justy chat you want to rip, and we might read it out for you. The Slugs now on the 40. This one goes spilled again. Well claimed. James Rye has been everywhere today. There's Wilcock with the pick and go. Matt Gimmel charged. Just took a bit too much time there. Max Marshall beats the first. Although the man who's charged the kick there has come off second best. Trent Stevenson bumps off the first. Here is Matt Gimmel once more. Out to Jacob Curran. Low and long. But to the waiting winger there. Who will have a go down the blind side. Can't beat Brandon Pearson though. Calvavari trying to make inroads in the ruck. Can't do so. The Slugs have the ball in their own 40. As Malloy and Calvavari link up there and say, not in my house.
No hands.
Yeah, those Slugs boys feeling those hits that the Silverdale Lucies are putting on.
Backwards.
As I said here, the Slugs I feel like are just playing back and forth. That piston style one-off running, here we go, as they go wide. You're not going to get through the green wall that way. Sorry, fellas.
Matt Gimmel with a good shot there, driving backwards. Probably a net loss on the meters so far. This one is clear. Jacob Curran waits. Goes to Nick Francis. Puts a bit of footwork on. Can't beat the first. Here's Jacob Curran once again. Goes up to about the halfway. Silverdale now wait. They go to the blind side. Here's Nick Francis.
Craigie, one off. Strong run as always. Gimmel. Out the back. Marshall. Offload.
Here we go, Jacob Curran.
Skip ball.
That one just...
I got forward into touch. Scrum.
Just beating Brandon Pearson on the edge there. We'll have another scrum. I think that takes us to about 7 or 8 now, Ali. I think we can get to 10 by half time. Your prediction for 20 might be on.
Yeah. Come on, boys.
Yeah, we've had a few comments from lads talking footy saying the 13 was too fit.
Listen on now.
Shout out to, of course, Sam Whitaker from Lads Talking Footy. He would love to be here, I'm sure, but I'm assuming currently in Australia. Did come back for the final to help Silverdale take that one out.
I can't believe Calvin Barry's under 85.
Mate, I played with him all season, and I've got to say the same thing. But he's looking pretty lean out there, got to say.
I heard he doesn't eat during the week. He's all waters and that's it.
I'm sure he was in the sauna this morning, just losing those last few kgs of water weight. We're packing it back on.
Right, let's have a look at the scrum again.
Ellie, resident scrum expert.
Sit!
Yeah.
Scrum's been pretty even, I gotta say. Taken by Max Marshall that time though. Here is Slugs, beats the first.
Take it back.
The Slugs now, as you say, Ellie, when they do go wide, they do make a few inroads.
I can't see.
Oh, as James Wright looks to be trapped in there, but does well enough just to get out. Halfback has a little dart. So just making a bit of meters now towards the end of the half. They do go out once more. A little short ball tip on. Slowly building the pressure. Silverdale try to do the counter arc. Can't get through though.
Here they go. Go Slugs. A lot of space
Bit of numbers here. Well tackled though. I think that's Trent Stevenson on the edge making the tackle.
Oh no, one of the supporters has gone down. Tackled into a supporter. Oh, no.
Hopefully that supporter is all good. And we go to half time. Thanks for joining us for the first half. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back momentarily for the second half of this one. Silverdale lead 14-3 at the break. We'll catch you soon.
I'm just going to go down and talk to the coaches down there, Tommy, and try and get some comments from there.
Yeah, put your word in, Ellie, eh?
Yeah, we'll do. See you soon.
Yeah. Welcome back for the second half of this Under 85 National Cup Round 3 fixture. You are joined today by Tom Anderson and Ali Cargo on the commentary. Of course, our usual Matt Webster on the filming. As the Slugs kick off with the wind at their back, Callum Malloy claims. Yeah, just joining us.
Get out my way.
14-3. Ali and I were talking that the wind that is at the Slugs' back, probably a 10-point lead. If it is a 10-point lead, Silverdale will be managed to hold on. But of course, with the Silverdale team, you can't expect them to run from anywhere, as they look to do now. Here's Jacob Curran. Throws it back in. Here's Max Marshall.
Hold! I got outside.
Hey, it's awfully a bit nippy out here now.
Yeah,
sun gone behind the clouds.
Suddenly just coming through.
Gimmel to Jacob. That's a great kick. That's a
Down to
great
about
kick.
45 out, great kick.
That's inside now, so back inside. Oh. Yeah.
As we've had a comment from Michael Willie Wilson, giving us a bit of love for the commentary. Thanks, mate. Good to hear from you. Hope you're well. Surely you could still crack 85 and come down for a game these days.
I think the Silverdale bench has given this hooker a few different calls here.
Well taken though by the Slugs under that bit of pressure. You'd love to see a bit of chat from the sideline. As Zach Craig trying to go through the middle there and claim that one, or maybe it's Elliot Jealous actually. Can't do so though, so they go to the backs. They love a 1-2 cut, there's 12, runs a carry.
Back into their structure of this pod running Pistons. Here we go, back and forth. I've said it many times on the commentary already. It's not how you get through the Silverdale green wall.
Yeah, I have to agree, Ali. You know, the green wall, as they call it, is pretty strong today. Slugs looking to this build again. Silverdale looking for their moment to try for a steal. James Wright makes another tackle. The halfback pits on the back.
They're a bit short out here.
Wrong team, mate.
Cowboy in for another tackle.
Trent Stevenson, the co-op Cowboy. Now they go to the boot. That one will just drift over the touchline.
That's great defence from Silverdale. As you noticed, they were on the 10 for their line-out, about 5 or 6 phases. Nothing on, put it to the boot. Great defence.
Got to say, a bit of a let-off from the Slugs. I think they could have kept building there. I think Silverdale will be happy with their defensive structures on that one.
Clean take. Gimmel. Strong run. Gimmel again. We've got Marshall. Jimmy Wright. Marshall holds it. Offload, Vary in a little bit of room.
That's not forward.
And they've called a forward.
I think he got the call from the assistant ref there.
19.
But we will go back for the penalty. A little bit of argy-bargy, a little bit of biff, you'd love to see it.
We're going to touch here.
See what Jacob Curran can do into this wind. This one does go out. Number 7 for the Slugs. Try to keep it in, but can't do so.
I think that's a knock-on into touch shot. Should be an option for Silverdale, but
very true.
We'll take the line out on the 40.
AR getting in. James Wilcox here, just telling him throw it straight, mate. Well taken. Callum Lockie. That one goes to Callum Malloy. The two Callums in the Lucy pairing today.
Gimmel, Marshall, Wright.
That one is spilled.
Dropped.
Does go forward. Another scrum for Ali's tally. Ellie, you won't believe it too. They've just said instead of showing the presidential debate, they're going to put this on across the country in America. They're going to put this game on, but it's going to pull in higher viewing apparently. So shout out to all our American viewers out there.
Yeah, there must be a link from the 85s into one of the political parties, I imagine.
Maybe so.
Packing down, 22 out. I think this will be the Slugs' best opportunity to strike here. We've got the 12, very prominent. Forward of the 10, looks like a big carry. Come on, Maxi.
Biggest ball runner so far.
Tee him up, Maxi.
Good defense from Callum Lockie there, just not letting the halfback get the ball out. Now to go to the backs. Well, they don't. Go back to the blind side.
A few piggies, it looks like here. Pick and go, pick and go.
They just look like they're a little bit out of ideas, you got to say. Right, Ellie?
Penalty.
Zach Craig gets over.
He was absolutely phenomenal last week, I tell you, over the ball. He must have got 4 or 5 penalties.
Of course, as Ellie just mentioned, if you haven't been following along, the Silverdale Truffle Pigs, as they call themselves, they did go down to the Gribblehurst Park in Mount Eden to play Eden Rugby Club and did turn them over in round 2. Whereas the Slugs turned over Silverdale's big rivals in North Harbour, Takapuna, last week. So this is a pretty even matchup, you got to say. But Silverdale having the best of it so far.
Keep going.
Pat Gimmel casually takes that one.
And the Cowboy, he's off again. Gimmel to Marshall. Jimmy Wright, Jimmy Neutron, hold the ball.
Spills it into himself there. Of course, we have given a few of the boys nicknames so far today. Slugs get the turnover, but if you do have any suggestions for any nicknames for the boys out there, make sure you put them in the comments.
Going to original, not releasing.
Slugs now have another penalty. We'll take a break as one of the Slugs players just looking like he might have got a bit of damage to the face.
Yeah, it's got something in the eye.
I think Toby picking up that knee injury, quite a big loss for Silverdale.
Definitely.
He actually holds the New Zealand club record for the most successful kicks.
Really?
Consecutive successful kicks.
Wow.
I think he's on 68. 68. So
68.
Just throw it out there.
Just trouble that he couldn't add to that tally by at least one more today with that knee injury. We do hope he's going to recover all right. Although you have to say his replacement in Jacob Curran, who also was on the bench late and has come in, you know, due to an early injury to Brandon Griffiths. He's done pretty well at the back, you'd have to say, Ali.
Oh, he's electric, mate. Get him the ball. I think we call him Flash.
Flash?
Another one off the side of the boot. I think this 10's wearing 2 left boots today.
Yeah, you might be right there, Ali. Might be right.
Slugs,
Big fan
30
of the
out.
cliches is Ali Cargo.
Slugs 30 out, line out. Go to the front.
Good. Yeah,
They do see
Put
the
down
drive.
a ball.
Out of it now, 5, out of it.
It's a strong looking ball rolling forward. Silverdale bringing numbers in.
Silverdale done well there, just to stop the momentum, get them going backwards. Now they go to the blind side. Inside the 22 now.
Wingers calling for it.
Thinks he can get around Nick Francis, he's got another thing coming.
Here they go, the Slugs back into this piston structure. One off running. Manageable by Silverdale so far.
Silverdale just trying to disrupt. Slow the ball down a bit. Slugs moving again with the pick and goes.
And that's not gone. Turnover.
And Silverdale, the defence holds. Although deep in their own 22 now with the wind. It's picked up a bit, I'd say, in the second half, Ellie. goes straight into their faces. Going to be tough to exit here. You'd have to imagine James Wright will go for a carry first up, get a bit of field position. Although with the Silverdale team, you just can't really rule out that they might run it from their own end goal, you know.
Exactly, a couple of skip balls here and down the wing. Let's have a look. We got Max Marshall out the back, looking to make the clearance, I think. Jimmy Neutron looks like to be the ball runner. Give Max a bit more angle on the kick. Gemmell. Jimmy Neutron. Strong carry. Good tackle.
No.
They're right in the middle of the field here.
High kick from Max Marshall. I think you'd take that.
I think you take
From
that.
the middle of the field into a wind on the edge of the 22s.
Again, another line out for the Slugs. I think another big drive coming in here. Let's see if we can get a sack.
Love to see a sack right now.
We've got a pod here off the line out. Slugs up. Another drive. Come on, boys. Play some.
Backwards this time. They do break. I think this is their number 8.
Oh, Bullfa. You don't see that often. Trent Stevenson.
Now, I think you do have to be careful there, Ali, because I think Justin Marshall does have a trademark on the word Bullfa. He might be, I'm sure he's tuning in. Justin, if you are in there, don't sue us. And if you do want any tips for the commentary later, mate, let us know.
Back to the pod running, the picking goes. A lot of space out here for the backs. Looking very excited, but I guess it's the Slugs' game plan to keep it in tight.
I mean, if I was running in that midfield combo of Jimmy Neutron and Calvin Klein, I think I'd keep it in the forwards too.
Pick and go, Gemmell over the ball here. Penalty right up.
Stevenson just got a bit too excited there. He was in an offside position, just picked that one up. That's just discipline, really, letting Silverdale down here. What do the Slugs go for? Down by 11. They do go for the tap and go. Get close. Try time! He's just slipped out of the tackle there.
Get the fuck up, boys! Fucking A, fellas!
Oh, there's a few F-bombs going around in the...
Do apologise for the language you might hear out of that ref mic. Slugs happy with that one. They get their first scalp of the day. That is the man in the headgear. I think that may be the number 8. Apologies, we do not have a team list for the Slugs today, so numbers it is. Important kick here. If it does go over, then the Slugs go within 5. Means a try will put them in front. If he does miss it, then a converted try is needed. This one he has knocked over. So, 14-10 the score now is. That sustained bit of pressure and some soft penalties from Silverdale, just letting the Slugs back into this one. See how the Silverdale boys can hit back with this one.
Looks like we've got a split here for the kickoff. Max Marshall.
Looking to go to the right potentially here. And does so. This one just holds up. Here comes, ooh. Brandon Pearson wanted it. Couldn't quite time the jump. Now the Slugs set up just outside their own 22. Go back to their powerful forwards. Yeah, that green wall just starting to falter a little bit here. It's not meeting them as much as they were. Cleared now. James Wright waits for the bounce. Goes towards the sideline. Here is Jacob Curran. Not a bad kick from Jacob Curran. That one goes out about 40 metres from Silverdale's own goal. Slugs back in position though in the Silverdale half.
I'm keen to see a few substitutes come on, bring some impact. It looks like there's a few boys blowing out there now.
Yeah, I have to agree, Ali.
The finishers, as we now call them in rugby, isn't it?
Silverdale crowd giving it up a large again, but the throw is good. They set a drive once more. Silverdale try and regroup, but still marching forward. Now they go to the backs. They do huge long ball. Good pass there from the Slugs. Calvin Vary makes tackle, but good offload. Looks like we got cramp out there.
Oh, there's a bit of a tussle.
Ajibaji. Nick Francis giving it large, as we'd love to see. It's the centre for the Slugs, down with a bit of cramp. It is bloody cold out here today. That southerly wind. Ali sitting next to me in just a t-shirt, struggling.
They're starting to put the phases together, the Slugs. Looking dangerous. Another one-off runner. They're starting to make gain line quite well. Another pod set up.
Stevenson flies down the line, the Kokop Cowboy.
Who's on my ass? Who's on my ass?
There's a few of those Slugs boys struggling to get up off the deck there. Centre's still cramping.
Get that pickle juice out, as they say, eh? Get the pickle juice out, that'll sort them out. Pick and go Slugs. About 10 or so phases in. Pick and go, one-off runner.
Yeah, Silverdale line, they just love to make tackles.
Good boy, here we go. Good boy,
Calvin Vary in there making tackles.
Offload. Jimmy's over that.
Over the ball. Rich doesn't like it though. So the call goes out again, go to war. Silverdale forwards really been put through their work here. It's a lot of defensive pressure. So Sun just comes out again, Ali will be stoked.
Must be 14 or 15 phases in.
Yeah, just
Again,
really
pick and
patient
go.
here from the Slugs.
Tell you what, there's a lot of space out here wide.
Don't know if that centre's got two legs that can actually run, so will they use it?
Another one-off runner, James Wilcox.
Building and building. Probably the best period of play that the Slugs have had. They're getting close now. That is close once more. Those pick and goes are strong. They're about a metre out now. The Silverdale wall just holding well enough. Not quite there from the Slugs yet. They do go out to the backs this time. To the winger. Cleaned up.
Bailed into touch. That is great defence, Silverdale.
A bit of defence by Silverdale there. The Silverdale faithful showing their appreciation for that one.
Green two.
As we do see a sub now, Cameron Dooley making way.
I'm picking the take back runner. I'm standing
This
here.
will be,
Next part of the ruck.
that might be Ethan Burrows Smith making his way.
You've gone down. Effectively, he's creating the ruck.
The rock's there. Pop ball. Our person's picking on the rock. I'm getting taken out. So the person actually off the ball. Just something to look at.
Yeah, it's just a line out, boys.
Line out, 5 out. Probably the most important throw of the match here. James Wilcox. To the front, secured.
Oh, Elliot Jealous bobbles it, but does take it down.
Hold blue.
One-off runner, that's a great run. Gemmell looking out the backs.
Max Marshall. There's Graham Pearson running through now.
They got Calvin Bowery.
He's got support. He dummies. for Murray. That one hits the deck, but Calvin Murray picks up. On about the 40 now. The Slugs struggling to get back on side. Here is Ethan Smith, the new man. Here we go. Out to the other
Draw a pass.
Now to Nick Francis. That one goes backwards. Rick doesn't agree.
That's all it takes, though.
Brandon Pearson, as we know him to do, just sits off through a half gap, and he's hard to stop. Just needed that offload to go to hand, and I think we would have been in for another one there. "74 people watching out at home, Ellie, although that doesn't count, you know, all the people watching in pubs on, you know, there's probably 50 people in each pub, so...
Yeah, absolutely. As I said, the Olympic Village has a few thousand people in there, so I don't think the numbers do us justice. But.
Well, I've heard that when there's a break in any of the events, they do just switch it over to our channel. You know, that's a bit of local flavour. It's the Slugs.
Yeah.
Go long.
Big Gary Owens. Jacob.
Carden spins backwards. It's fine though. What can he do here? It's taken well. Bit of pressure on Silverdale now. Slugs just go off their feet.
I wasn't a tackle.
Classic call from the Silverdale deck. They're doing it all day. He goes out.
He didn't even fucking release.
And again, we hear a bit of language on there. Apologies for that if you got children watching.
14, 10, 23 to go.
Still quite a while. Silverdale really just need to push that lead out to more than 7 once more. Jacob Curran goes to the line. About 40 out from the Slugs line. Do make sure you leave a like, leave a comment if you're watching at home. Let us know what you think. If you got any nicknames for the boys that you want us to use, let us know.
I see there's a bit of movement on the bench. Costa Owens slapping his shoulders.
Now he is. Someone doesn't go to play for Silverdale there. A bit of miscommunication with the new hooker, Ethan Smith. Of course, Costa usually a back alley, but do you think he's going to come on in a forward position? He does have a forward sub number on his back.
No clear release.
Silverdale give away another penalty. No clear release that time.
No clear release, please.
Interesting to see what the Slugs go for here.
Looks like there's a Slugs injury.
Yeah, a few of them pulling up, but short. They wearing those contacts from the Silverdale forwards.
Going back to Costa and coming on in the forwards, he could be. He could be a loosey. I think I'd like to see him out wide with a bit of space. So
yeah, he does do well with a bit of space. Although it wouldn't be the first time, as you will know, being there last week, a midfielder did come on the flanks last week for Silverdale with Victor Fino coming in in the loose forward.
Yeah, he brought physicality, which I really enjoyed seeing. Unfortunately, he's not out there today. Would love to see him. Yeah, that physicality was beautiful to watch.
And just as the Slugs look to go to the line, do want to give a shout out to a few of our Silverdale Premier Women's players who will be lining up for Harbour Hibiscus tomorrow in their first game of the season. A few of them on the sideline today, and we look forward to seeing how they go tomorrow. Especially shout out to the number 10 for the Hibiscus, Ella Henderson, who is only 16 years old, Ellie, but starting for the Harbour Hibiscus tomorrow. See how she goes.
Yeah, that's incredible, isn't it?
Slugs, the song's disrupted but regathered.
Here we go, one off runner once again.
Halfback goes down the blind.
Yeah, timing's good. Tackle!
That one is stripped by James Wilcock. No clear release, so referee really just picking Silverdale quite a bit at the moment.
A few boos coming in from the deck down there.
Yeah, I think that was my mother actually, Ellie.
It's unfortunate.
Kick 5 out. I think a big drive's coming in here.
Has been pretty successful for them.
Give us a sec. Give us a sec. What's the odds of a sec here, Tom?
Well, I don't know. It hasn't happened yet, but I'd love to see it. I'm gonna back you, Ellie. I think it's gonna happen. Of course, Sam Whitaker from the Lads Talking Footy has put some odds in the chat for us. Yeah. And now it's stolen. Do you count it as a sack, Ellie? I don't know.
Maxi Marshall.
Low that one.
Great kick.
Done well under pressure there. Sam Whitaker from the Lads Talking Footy has put in the chat. Say Brandon Pearson, next try scorer paying 280. Would you take that? He's done pretty well out there on the wing. He made that half break before.
I'll take that. I got a 10 on it.
Is it made?
Put a 10 on it.
Put the house on it, I say.
Good to see the sun coming back out.
Of course, if you do want to get some good sports content, make sure you do follow Lads Talking Footy on Instagram. They've got a pretty good podcast covering all your sport for the week. And no, he did not pay me to say that.
Murray's over that. Another one-off runner.
Slugs just building that pressure again. The green wall.
Yeah, roll now, Green.
They set it up once again. They just go into those one-off pod runners. A lot of tip runner inside.
Strong advantage, knock on Green with the tackle.
Knock on advantage there. Trent Stevenson just diving over.
It's a harsh one, but knock on.
Oh, that one's harsh, Ellie. I don't know about you, but I don't know if Trent did get the knock on in there. I think he's
Green
grabbed the
13 and
arms.
4. It's a knock on the tackle, boy.
Got a good sized blind side here. And here we go. Couple of subs on.
And James Inns coming onto the field now. Looks like Calvin Vary making way, which means Costa Owens will go to centre. Or perhaps 12 with James Neutron pushing out into the centre. Not sure who James Inns has come on for. He looks to be going to the blind side, so that would suggest Callum Lloyd has come off.
I think Elliot came off the lock.
So that means maybe Callum Lockie got into lock, and Elliot Jallis makes way.
Go blind side.
Of course, Elliot Jallis has played 100 games for the Silverdale under 85s. Pretty good shift from the man. Slugs set up once again.
These one-off runners really starting to make some meters.
Yeah, I think Silverdale under a pretty big period of pressure, Elliot. I'd have to agree.
Dummy on the inside.
It's hard to keep doing it over and over again. Body starts to tire. And that one is lost as the defensive work from the Silverdale pays off. Probably about 10 minutes straight of defense from Silverdale so far.
About that.
Silverdale scrum 15 out.
So we have a comment from local man Gary Brown saying the team playing as well as the championship boys of 1991. Thanks for your comment, Gary. The boys are playing bloody well.
Find!
Max Marshall right in behind the scrum here. We've got Costa Owens one side and Jimmy Neutron on the other. I think that's a new pair of boots for old Jimmy Neutron.
He's playing like a man in a new pair of boots.
Maybe he's got a sponsorship now.
He's been everywhere. What do you think the sponsorship deal entails? Free pair of boots every week?
Couple of boots. Couple of boots.
Crouch! Find!
I'd love to see Costa Owens just line up here and just put the ball under his arm, have a go. That one's gone straight down.
There's a lot of chat there between the two front rows.
And of course, due to the excellent efforts of our cameraman, the ref is mic'd up, so we can sometimes hear a bit of that.
Let's go, Johnny, let's go, Brian.
Do always wonder being out in the back line. What do they talk about in there, Ellie?
Yeah, I wouldn't have a clue, mate. I wouldn't have a clue. I don't even think they know too much about it, scrumming either. You just flop over and push as hard as you can. Train off the back, Gibble.
Sets off. Taken just inside the 22. Now here is the new man, James Inns. Of course, he made that all crucial steal in the last minute of the Silverdale 85's final to win the game for them.
It's not out.
Hasn't gone out. Costa-Owens on the chase. And this time, Costa and I think Brandon Pearson, they do drive him over the sideline. Silverdale just, for the first time, about 10 minutes, Ali, finally outside of their own 22.
Phenomenal defense. The green wall.
You see it. A few subs
Thanks, Rob.
for the Slugs coming on.
Looks like a 5-man line out. You've got the Cowboy out here.
He loves a carry. So does Callum Lockie. That one is dropped by James Inns, but regathered by the hooker Ethan Burrows-Smith. Here is the captain, Zach Craig, been very strong in the carry so far today. Gets the ball out to Matt Gemmell. Fires that one to Costa-Owens. Here's Max Marshall. Defense is up quick on him. That's my mother chimes in that they're offside. There's Callum Malloyd. Here's Matt Gemmell once more. Jacob Curran. Fancy footwork from Jacob Curran. Beats the first. Matt Gemmell. Malloyd up the back. That one is the deck. There is Max Marshall.
A lot of space out here.
Oh, Zach Craig just had to let that one go.
I think that was a good tackle coming in. Hit and stick. Jimmy Wright. Wilcox, another carry.
Spills that one backwards. Picked up again.
No hands now.
Still with Silverdale. Here's James Inns. Needs support though.
Gimme to the Cowboy. Out the back. Marshall.
Marshall tipped on. Well done. Here's Jacob Curran. Just so
Flash.
back. Gets it off. Here's Brandon Pearson. Here you go, Ali. Your back
Chip.
control there.
Inside.
Good exit there from the Slugs player. That one could be
No.
50-22.
Oh, no.
And it is.
That's a great kick. That's a great kick. 50-22. It's 22-22, actually.
Yeah. The wind really making a difference there.
Here we go. Silverdale back into their 22.
I think kicking the ball there, maybe not the best option from Mr. Pearson. As we see a few more subs for Silverdale. I think that is Mes Bali Ali, who's just come on. At halfback.
After the match.
Which means Matt Gemmell, of course a late addition himself, has come off.
Yeah, you guys can come up now.
One off runner.
Heavy contact there.
Yeah, that's good
A
tackle.
few audio issues from the ref on the side of the field there, it's a bit crackly. But the Slugs being driven backwards by that green wall, but they set up once again with those piggies.
Yeah, tackle now, release it.
Again, another pick and go.
Good boy, Johnny. Keep breathing, Johnny.
Silverdale defence just still holding it nice and tight. The clean outs from the Slugs were pretty good today, but not this time. As the commentator's curse goes the other way this time. Silverdale faithful giving a large on the deck.
Bit of banging on the old
Advertising hoardings.
Oh, I love it. Love to see it.
9, 8 go.
8 to go, the ref says. Here's Jacob Curran.
Yeah, great nudge.
About 35 out. Sun comes out once more.
Another 5-man here by Silverdale. And again.
They'll look to go to Malloyd or Stevenson here, you'd think. The Co-Cop Cowboy.
Costa-Owens.
Yeah, it's good.
Jimmy Wright, a lot of chatter between the two. Let's see if it comes right. Oh, see ya, get out of my way! Get out of my way! He says.
Take it back.
Jacob Curran goes long.
Yeah, onside now.
This one taken by the winger. He sets off. Max Ali makes a tackle. Assisted by Callum Lockie. So the Silverdale defence now just waiting a little bit, not coming up as they once were in the first half. James Wright shoots up. Bit of space out here.
No, he's gone off the feet. Callum.
Callum Lockie tries to... Callum Malloy actually tries to get over, can't do so. This one is a dig again. Here's James Wilcott on the pickup. Silverdale now, what can they do? Numbers wide if they want them. They go to the blind side. James Wright tries to put it through. This one is charged. Jacob Curran, look at that dancing footwork.
Release, roll, blue, no!
Do we call him Kevin Bacon here? Footloose? So it's dancing feet. Silverdale now looks to build numbers wide out on this left-hand edge if they can get it there. Good carry by Zach Craig. No nonsense here from him. Here is Costa Owens. What will he do? Bumps the first. Still going Costa Owens. So powerful. Max Marshall waits a half. This mess has to go over the ball. It's done well though. Good tip on by Wilcock there. But they are isolated. That'll be a turnover. It's just no support for the tip player there. The Slugs will have the penalty.
How is he have to roll?
They tap and go. Now, Slugs player is isolated. Silverdale under the ball there. And does get the penalty. Well done. By Ethan Coleman, who's done well there. Ethan Coleman gets the crucial turnover. Vince Stevenson, the co-cop cowboy, trying to G the boys up.
Don't let them run a meter.
Don't let them run a meter, he says.
Blue 9.
But that energy from Chen, he's played a full 75 so far, but he's still probably got the most energy on the pitch out of anybody.
Blue 9. Blue 9.
I think this another crucial line out here. I think Dale won't be spreading it too much with 5 to go.
Got to agree, Ali. They got to just hold this, potentially build enough to get a penalty, try for the points, or that one just the throws just haven't been good since a few subs have come on. Bit of a lack of communication as the Slugs get the ball back.
More one-off running.
Jen Stevenson gets up to make that one. That one is forward. Ref doesn't see it though. Costa Owens makes a tackle. Here go the Slugs once more at the back.
Oh my gosh, Jimmy Neutron. That is the tackle of the game right there.
I gotta agree, the tackle of the game. That one has been spilled forward in the contact.
There's a reason we call him Jimmy Neutron, mate.
And look, I think, I gotta say, Ali, he might be my man of the match today. He's been bloody everywhere. He's been taking tackles, carries, clean-outs. Hard to go past it.
Yeah, absolutely. And to be fair, I think the 15 out the back.
Oh, that was what I was about to say. I think Jacob Curran as well has got to be in it for a shout player of the day. If you do have any suggestions for that, let us know who you think's been the best out there today.
To be fair, we don't really look at forwards too much, do we?
I got to say, Zach Craig probably worth a shout as well. He's had some strong carries through the middle. Trent Stevenson, really important defence.
Mez to Marshall. Marshall out the back.
M&M combo.
He's seen a bit of gas. He's got some gas.
Just sits on.
Draw pass.
Jacob Curran.
This will be interesting.
And it will be for the 15, I believe, or the 21, that is. It's a deliberate knockdown from the 21 for the Slugs. That'll be his game done for the day. Got to say, Ali, that was a surefire try if Jacob Curran gets the ball there.
I think that's the reason why the ref went to the pocket, right?
Yeah. Sam Whittaker from the Lads Talking Footy has chimed in, saying Max Marshall's his vote for man of the match. I think that's probably a good shout as well. He's had to jump around positions a few times today, but he's been pretty well at 10. He's been marshalling the boys around. If you get that one, Ali.
Unsure how action.
It's good. We got a maul.
Silverdale sits the drive. Mess waits for it at the back.
There's an advantage here. Big strong drive. Mess is having a look in the back.
Keep it in there. Keep it in there, Mess. So they do break now. It's close. Mess now waits. We have advantage. All the backs two here. Goss Owens. On to James Wright. I think that one is called forwards. We'll go back for the penalty. There's now the pressure back on to the Slugs here.
We're having a look at a little tap play here. We're going for a tap play.
Oh, Mess does wait with Mess is waiting with the ball there. I think they will go for a tap here.
Yep, go.
Mess to Zach Craig. No, out the back.
Out the back.
Cowboy out the back.
Marshall.
Costa. Owens, strong carry. 3 needed.
James Wright with a great clean out. Mess off to one of the Callums. He gets the offload away. That one is
We got a forward there.
forward, but we have another penalty for offside. They take a scrum this time.
I don't know how accurate the timing is online.
Yeah, it's about to be close, Ellie. Can't be long to go. What do you reckon here? I gotta say,
Yeah, keep it tight here, don't you?
definitely, you have one of your midfielders crash over, maybe a winger coming through in a little gap. Let's see what the backs are cooking up. This is what you practice as a back, really, every single training, attacking those attacking 22 scenarios. Love to.
I quite like this 85's national comp. This knockout structure, the win or go home feeling. It's always good.
A bit of excitement, eh? There's a bit of tension to some of these games, which might not have it otherwise. Plus, you get to play some teams you never would play in any of your own normal comps, right?
Yeah, totally agree.
And of course, if either of these teams do make the final, they will get to play as a curtain raiser for an All Blacks game a little bit later in the year.
Marshall taking it right to the line. Short ball. Intercepted, no way. He's away.
There's 3 chasing, he's going to get caught. James Wright, the first man to get there.
Strong tackle.
And they do have advantage for the high shot.
I just don't know what to say here.
You could just see that coming, couldn't you, Ellie? I mean,
That'll be time.
Up 4 and that's
just here now the ref saying that'll be time. This is last play. This is last play now.
Going for touch.
They're going for the line out here. That is a pretty good kick, about 5 metres out, maybe 10 at a push. Now, in the final of the Harbour Comp, Jameson's got up and got the crucial steal to win the game. Can he do it again? This time. Can they lift him up?
5 out last play.
One out.
There's only a drive coming, I think.
Gotta be. He's got a full line out. This one is taken down in the drive. Silverdale holding steady. The backs are now piling in for the Slugs. Getting close. That one's short. The Slugs wait. At the ball in the back.
It's there for the Slugs. Pick and go. We go once again. Pick and go.
This has been the story of the second half so far. Ball waits at the back. Another pick and go coming. Silence has descended around the ground here.
Pick and go.
Everyone's just watching with the breath held.
Got a few backs pointing here, but I don't think the ball's going to come out.
Nah, I can't see it happening, Ellie, unless they get advantage.
Here we go, 1 off. I think that's the captain, the 7.
He's gone backwards.
Who's that? Jimmy Wilcox.
Roll now, 3.
The ball waits at the back. Once more. That one goes nowhere. So go once more, that one's close.
Silverdale really teeing off here.
They're holding. Looking to hold them up. It's not quite over the line just yet. That's close, and they do score.
They score. 80th minute.
The Slugs have done it. And last play. Heartbreak for Silverdale. Me too, Ali. I'm speechless.
Hear a pin drop around the field now.
Version, boys. Ready for that time? Ready for that time?
Hard luck for Silverdale.
Let's go, boys. Hey, jog back.
I think it's cheeky. You'd say in the gaming community.
So, Slugs just pulled it out right at the end. That intercept, just proving the crucial moment.
80th minute try. The Slugs. Looks like it's seagull stew for dinner.
Nice, Ali. That might be all she wrote for today as they kick the last kick. He's locked it over, and that is full time here at Silverdale Memorial Park. Silverdale under 85's going down 17-14 in this one. That means their under 85 National Cup journey is over for 2024. Slugs advance on to the quarterfinals. Thanks for joining us today. I hope you have enjoyed today's coverage, and that'll be it for this year, 2024. Thanks for joining us throughout the whole year. I'd like to give a big shout out right before we finish to our cameraman, Matt Webster, who's been with us the whole time.
GG.
Tom Anderson, Nelly Cargo.
Spam it in the chat. GG.
Up the go. Up the Dale.